All right. Well, welcome everybody to the mid-ish season. Since it's such a short season, it's weird. It's only like 3 weeks. Power ranking live. Even though we have our power rankings predetermined, the way that this will work is basically we'll go by role. We'll have everyone's ranking up there. It'll be blocked, and we'll show one by one, kind of discuss it. And then at the end, we'll show the community votes, see what you as the players think of each other. And that's pretty much all there is to that for that format. I'll introduce who I have here on stream with me. I have the good old Rain, previous EDL Season 2 champion. Rain, if you'd like to introduce yourself, say hi to the people.
I'm texting my fellow champion, Mr. Tomato, right now, currently. Sorry. The
Oh,
champions are talking.
sorry, that's on me. Apologies. And then no other than the draft commissioner himself, the one and only bottom ADC Giggle. How you doing, Giggle?
Hey everyone.
Nice. No hard. So yeah, without further ado, I'll honestly get straight into it. What lane do you guys want to start with?
None.
I don't.
Uh,
I think it's how it works.
How much to end this?
I just press N. No one gets their rankings. We'll just no. What are we starting with? Y'all can pick. How do you want to start this? What lane? One of you.
Just start with top lane.
Top, really?
none.
That's not.
Fuck it.
All right.
Oh my god, look at all these fake people who aren't here.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. But they still get to at least have their opinions put out into the world so that everyone can roast them if they don't agree with it. That way it's not just us three. People can get mad at everyone else too. It's kind of Giga Brain. So yeah, let's get this started with the sixth place from everyone, which unanimous across the board for all of us was the Kumi. What was your guys' thought process for this? Why was Kumi last for you guys?
He's
You
shit.
wanna go
Right
Rain?
now.
Hmm?
He's. I don't know, man. The way he plays the game is like he loses every game, I guess, and just really not. He's really not useful compared to other people. He's trying though. I'm not saying like he's shit, like bad, but like he's not. He's not like he's a guy you look at and you're just like, all right, we're never gonna gank this guy. Good luck. We're just gonna go gank relevant people. But it's up to him to change that.
All right, fair enough. Giggle. How about you? You got anything to add to that, or
I mean I'm gonna take it in a different direction here.
okay?
I I put him at sixth, but I feel like top is pretty strong. I mean
Agree.
they're asking him to play weak side, and he's doing his job. I mean you can't fault him for that. He's doing his part.
Yeah,
So I think it's every top laner's doing their thing so far.
I agree. I wouldn't say that being six, especially because it's such a smaller team season for it to be a shorter season. Like, it doesn't actually mean that you're bad. It's just there. I feel like other top laners are just performing better. So
Oh,
like
what
doing
is
more
all
for the
this
team.
type? What is all this typing text at the bottom?
These are from the community that they so like whatever notes that people put in, I just threw them into the bottom
That's
rotating.
cool.
Unfortunately, not a lot of people actually gave notes, so you'll probably be out of things to read pretty quickly. But the good thing
Oh
is,
wait, can you see mine?
yeah. What was yours again?
Yeah, click the link.
Oh no, your click the link is not in there. Yes, you probably will be reading a lot. The people who made like good comments like did make it because like then there were like a comments where I was like that doesn't really help if I put it on stream. Like they just be things like, oh, Wander hasn't played support. It's like, yeah, we know. Okay, didn't need to make the stream. Anyway, we'll go to 5. We'll get this keep going. Finally, some variants, but not a lot. And the only person with variants isn't here to give why. So, you guys want to just roast him for it, or like, what's your thought process for Quintic? Once again, we're all unanimous. Look at that. None of us, by the way, they all submitted this like themselves. So like, this is
Nah, this is scripted. We're going off the script right now. Unlucky.
unlucky. Yeah.
I'm
But
joking.
he,
I think he like in a system. He's like a good top laner, right? Because you just kind of he's like playing what Giggle said Kumi's role is, but like better because he's like actually trying to like contribute to playing the game. But like outside of that, he doesn't bring anything else besides team fighting, because he's a support main or whatever role he wants to play. So like he's just like trying to learn how to team fight with top lane. He's experimenting. So I mean, it's not like crazy, but hopefully he can pull it around and like start dominating. Because I mean, these top laners aren't that great.
Okay. Anything to
XP
add?
said he'll join too.
Ixie would add some spice to this. We should absolutely drag Ixie in. That would be funny. Yeah, I don't see DMs because since I'm running the stream, I have streamer mode on, so you guys don't hear pings like crazy. Tell him to join. If Ixie hops in a general call, we can drag him into this call. We'll let Ixie give some spicy takes for to take someone's
Xy's takes
spicy.
are the absolute worst.
Well, I guess we'll give him some
feel
time to see.
kind of feel like Frozen is putting LGA at 5th just because he got just destroyed by him this week.
As the person who put this together, I have no comment on Frozen's list because it's spoilers. You guys will notice a pretty common theme, probably by the time we hit mid lane, with Frozen's
Okay.
list. And with that, we'll just go to the fourth. Yeah, I thought Frozen's list were honestly, like, in my opinion, probably the worst. But I'm also no expert, So, yeah, I put Crab 4 here. So did Giggle. Glad to see that we're still vibing, Giggle. Honestly, same list. We just needed to submit it once. Crazy.
Right.
Rain with Geyser. What's your logic? So you obviously would then have Crab above Geyser, whereas we'd have Geyser above Rain. Above Crab. So what's your logic, Rain? Why do you have Geyser here?
I don't even know who I put above him.
I mean, based on who's left, like you would still have to have Crab, Rhino.
Yeah, I forgot what order, because then I can't. I think Geyser's kind of like that middle of the pack guy he could be third. It's interchangeable, but I think I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he's on. Sometimes I feel like he's off. And you can say the same thing about Crab, but like Crab will like kill himself to win a team fight. So like he does more for his team than other top laners. So I think I have Crab a little higher.
What if?
But Geyser is definitely not bad at all. Like just because he's fourth doesn't mean that he's like bad.
Yo, LG's kind of low, guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the stream, Ixie. Yeah.
You gotta pull up Ixie's thing now.
I know. Sadly, I don't have an Ixie one. Ixie can just say like as we go what he remembers. So, he'll just talk his.
Yo, what list am I on?
You'd be part of the community list, so you'd be.
Okay.
Yeah, all those got put together. These ones are just the ones we're doing first, then we'll do the community one. I guess it's fair. I mean, I was doing the stats while I was doing my list because I was doing like my own personal PR to release tomorrow, pending, like in the style that I do them in. So like I was looking at the stats, so I do know that Crab does actually have a higher KP than Geyser, so that is true. He also does pretty good damage in comparison.
Well, yeah, most of the time, Crab is losing with his team and they're on fire. I didn't even see the record, but like I feel like it's like Crab is like the only one doing something on his team, like trying to make something happen. Because once we get the jungle, we're all gonna see who's fucking last, and then we're gonna understand why I put Crab higher.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's a little bit of spoiler, man. Jeez, man. How about you, Ixie? Any comment on what you've seen in this list so far? From anyone?
LG's low. That's all I got, to be honest.
You're low.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the 3. The show we all just kind of swapped our 3 and 4s for us 3. Yeah, don't worry about Iconic and Lap.
Yeah, they're kind of interchangeable, but I noticed like Crab, it's like all on him in team fights because I mean, unfortunately the jungler's just not. He's trying, but he's just not landing anything.
Laplace put Rhino at number 3.
That's also kind of troll.
It is.
That is so disrespectful.
How's he been doing? I actually haven't even like.
I'll give you some stats. This is Rhino's stats overall so far.
Probably running it, okay.
So Rhino has an average of 7.5 kills per game. He averages 4.5 deaths per game. At 14 minutes, he averages 2.7 kills. He has 61% KP from the top lane, 7 CS per minute with an average of 898 damage per minute.
Did you look at the stats when you made this?
I have my other sheet up. Yeah, of course I have a stat. I have my sheet for like the PR that I have, and then he has a 31% of his team's
It's
damage
not
share.
bad, but it sounds like he's kind of vacant with like 2 kills at 14. You know, it's like
2 kills at 14 is actually high. Believe it or not, that's 2.7
Is
might
it?
be the highest kills at 14 out of anyone in
Yeah,
any role.
That is a lot.
Because yours, no spoilers. You have a really high one as well, Ixie, and it's too flat.
I think
Oh, call me flat chest.
I think he just put it because Kreb is his teammate. He's biased, obviously.
Yeah, no, that's like I said. There's a theme that everyone will put together about his list. I almost like put NA on his list, like it wasn't actually
The
available.
3 and
rankings.
4 make more sense of being interchangeable, but it's obviously Rhino brings more to the table than Kreb.
Is that the highest though? It kills at 14, actually, like 2.7 or whatever.
2.7. It might be. I'll look through. See, Boat has 2. No, never mind. That's wrong stat. He has 1.2. Melly has 2.8, which is the highest. So it's Melly and then Rhino.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So he's had a pretty solid season, like stat wise at least, and their team's doing well. So you can't argue the results.
Yeah.
Go to the 2 while we're continuing that. LGA higher for us now. Actually, are you happy? He's number 2. After you just heard those stats about how good Rhino's performing, I feel like putting LGA at 2 is fair.
Listen, if you watch the games, LG is putting in the work, and he's got like, not like a wowing like rank or whatever. Like obviously no one has like a wowing rank in this, but he's kind of on the low end, but he really fucking steps up. Honestly, he's actually really good.
But there's no argument. I have him at number 2. I think he's a good player, and without having,
I probably would have put him at 1 on my list if he had played all the games.
Yeah,
But
him missing
just
first
because
week
he
probably
missed the
fucks it
first
up.
week, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's still, even with missing that first week, like no one has 61% KP at top lane. Like I can never not credit a top laner for that, which I guess I might as well show the last row, like because LG is just like around 50, which is like pretty typical for like a good top laner, like a pretty solid top laner. And then 60 is like, okay, that top laner goes above to be a impact for their team. Like there's no doubt that Rhino is an impact for his team with the amount of damage he does and the amount of KP he has.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's doing well actually. I'm looking at the stats.
Yeah, it's a little unfair that I did do the stats before doing this, so I have it up. Would you guys like my stat cheat sheet? It would spoil your PRs for you. Like I can send it to you guys personally.
You're
Yeah.
biased.
Drop it.
I got you.
Drop it like it's hot, bro.
I got you.
Who the
I'll
hell
put it.
did it?
I'll DM everyone it. So you-
Wait, you just got Geyser at 1. Can we talk about that?
Hey, I actually, you know what? I agree. As someone who drafted Geyser, I 100% believe that was I actually think Geyser's played well. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think he's played well, but is he 1?
I don't think he's above Rhino. I do think that's a little.
He's done
We
well.
need
though.
Tfrozen here to
It's-
tell
It's
Quintet
better than
plays too.
putting Crab at top and Rhino at 3, though. Sorry to say, that is. I like that list more still. Like if I had to take a vote on it, I'm voting Laplace last year. Wow, Rain fan serviced your team. That's crazy. That's such a bias. Don't even lie to me right now, Rain. That's a biased.
He's our
What?
coach, so you know.
Yeah, you coach the Pandas, so you put LJ number 1. Is that what that was?
I didn't even like say a single thing to them. Yeah, I haven't done anything.
He's lying. He's lying.
He's done so
Oh,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, this is
Coaching us every day.
crazy, unfair, like biased call. There's like 3 Panda biased people in here. That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Wow.
to keep it unbiased.
Well, actually, I'm in the large men server, so like.
That goes hard. I wish I
I'd
was.
probably
in that
put
server.
Rhino first because of the thing that you were talking about earlier. I'd probably put LG second though.
Yeah, I
But
mean, yeah.
Rhino seems to be the best top laner right now so far.
No,
Okay, who's the best then? I'm sorry.
it's LGA.
He
You know
LGA.
why?
Okay, why?
Because he has the large Goliath anus.
All right, I'm moving lanes now.
Right?
Should we just move down the list and just go to jungle, or do we want to get crazy with it and just start jumping around to different things?
Let's spin a wheel. I don't know.
Spin a wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we-
pull up the wheel, bro.
We
Yeah,
could
actually pull up the wheel.
Pull up
We
the
could pull
wheel.
it. No, I'll pull it. I'll pull it.
If
I
I
got
if
this.
I give more context while he does that, I think LGA has like really, really, really good mechanics, and I think he can
Does.
outplay anybody. Decision making, not there, but hey, if you got the hands, that's half the battle.
I think if
True,
he is
true.
able to carry me, he deserves to be near the top.
That does go pretty hard actually.
Is Crab top 3, or is he 4?
For
I had him 4 on mine.
there you go.
but
I'll reshow it. My bad.
I think it's kind of interchangeable.
But
3 and 4.
let's talk about that. Because wasn't
I,
Crab like hyped like to be the best top laner in this league?
No, I think that hype was all from the like 1 or 2 streams that were like pretty biased towards, because it was like a Frozen stream, So obviously Frozen was never going to say anyone on his team wasn't number 1 going into the season. I did put the poll in the chat if you guys did want to vote for what the next one is, and so far it's looking like ADC is absolutely stomping this at 69. Oh, it's not 69. Oh, it's going down. Jungle. Ixie's about to go put all of his points into seeing his ranking.
I'm putting it in ADC right now.
Bro, jungle is just the comeback. Oh my god. No one wants to
Yeah.
see support. I feel so bad. I'm about to vote support for the homies. I got y'all.
I'm putting all my points in it. Oh shit.
Alright, jungle
Oh.
did win. Bro, Giggle put in 5,000 points for the jungle. It
So
actually outed you.
weird,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Don't out me, bro. Don't out me.
No, the poll did, not me, man. I'm meant to tell you.
Bro, what?
Oh my god.
This is point
I
inequality.
didn't know what I
the
would
hell?
use my points for again, so I was just like, fuck it.
All right, well, I guess we'll go to the jungle next. All right.
I'm sorry, Melly.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
I found that pretty funny. All right, starting with 6 overall. I feel like there's not a lot of surprise here outside of Rake 1 being last for lap. I feel like this is pretty.
Why is that a surprise though? Hasn't he done bad or?
Rake? Let me go look at these. I think Rake is probably around that area. Like, I think it wasn't that much of a difference. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I do think that's a team thing. I think once again, Rake is getting team diffed by Lap, where Lap didn't want to put his teammate last. In fact, some would say I probably showed this. We'll go to 5 as well. There you go. That's his. Well, at 5 and 6, so there's some things to talk about. A lot of the same, and then 2 Beckys. Why Becky at 5, Giggle?
I can't remember my exact thought process, but when we played against Rake's team, I thought that he was very strong in the game, and I don't think we played against Becky yet. But I feel like Rake has been doing his part on his team, so that's
Okay.
why I had him a little bit higher than some of the others.
Honestly, fair. So you are putting a little bit of respect on Rake. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I figure. Why not?
Anyone else have any comment about what's so far? Are we good to just go to the next?
All right, I'm back. What happened? This.
Yeah, we're on jungles now, right? We're
Talking about Rake.
we're talking about Rake. It's
What do
true.
you think of Rake, man?
What do I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a psychopath.
Explain.
He fucking perma invade. He's just, dude. This guy late game, like I would say maybe 25 minutes and on, he's like, man, I gotta get these camps. And while his team is like trying to siege, they have Baron. He's like hitting these camps one by one. Man, I gotta get the CS. He's always just only farming, and like when he does something, and he wins, and he like wins the team fight, he goes straight back to farming or like invading. And it's just like, can you just go help your team end the game, please?
Oh, I
He's
did
just a
put
psychopath.
Becky. I put Becky lower on my list because I saw that Rake had outperformed Becky in their match this week, so that's what I gave it to between the two.
That's fair. That's Also, Rain, you are being agreed with by his own captain, so that is obviously have some standing there. I won't
He is
disagree. I
like,
think we saw a streamed game where his team was like ending and he was like invading the
yeah, the
jungle. Like,
Udyr. Yeah, it's we were talking about that. Like, it's like a reoccurring thing that he does, and he like has these weird timers to invade, and he just gets punished like the Evelyn game. But that's just like I've been known that for like what 7 months now. I played in houses with him to know like he just does that. So it's like I don't know. He could be like way better than that if he doesn't just like turn off his brain and go farms. But I don't know. He's just playing a whole different game than everyone. I feel like. Yeah, at least
it's
he's not cookie cutter.
it's like how sometimes Lizzo side lanes and like goes into his own different game. That's just like Rake in the jungle. He's just playing a different game. Is that what you're saying? Can I get it?
It's kind of like Doki. They're just
Yeah,
built
it's
different.
literally.
Oh, that's
Dougie would be proud.
He would be proud. He was hard. We'll go ahead into the 4 here. I feel like there wasn't much more that was going towards. See,
No
nothing really,
comment.
nothing crazy. I feel like all this is. Hey man, Rain, I got you, bro. I completely agree with your list. By the way, I have no arguments with your list whatsoever. That's crazy. You're a genius.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, Rex cat kind of low though.
Rex K is just a better Supreme X Chris.
Nah, he's kind of low though. Who's above him?
You.
All right, let's go 3. Let's go 3.
You want to see 3? You want to?
Yeah.
So the thing is though, like Becky, stat wise, I feel like this is the only time that I can, because like my PRs that I do are so stat based, it like really screws with people with like Becky's playstyle. Where like, you know, Becky's not trying to go be an assassin. You know, Rex Cat's out here taking like Echo and shit, trying to just kill everyone. Whereas Becky's just trying to help set up the team and make ganks.
Yeah,
And like,
but like Rex K is like losing games where he's fed. Becky, if he's on and he's like fed on a tank, like he's way more useful than somebody who's like playing damage and doing nothing.
That's how I feel about my jungler.
yeah,
What the fuck are you saying?
So I
Yeah,
mean,
talk
it's
your
not
shit.
like Rex K is like playing bad. It's just he just doesn't do anything. And Becky also runs it down, I will say, but he has more contribution to like a winning team.
Yeah, upside. Why
Yeah.
why is Rake higher than Rex for you, Giggle? That doesn't that
Oh
doesn't
my
make
god,
any
yeah, I
sense.
wouldn't have done that
doesn't
to
make
Rex.
Any sense, bro.
Look, I was just saying, like, I think that Rex is, or sorry, Rake is getting incredibly fed almost every game, just doing his style. But the only problem with Rake is that he just doesn't do enough with it. I think that if he just transitions that into getting the rest of his map going more, like with more ganks, like then you know he has an argument to be higher than that. You know, but I mean he's consistently strong in the game. He's just not using it enough.
I feel like most of it is because he there's no pressure on him. So like everyone forgets that he's in the game and then they just get like fucked. Cuz like think about it. They have the highest person with the most kills at 14, right? Like he was saying. They
Yeah.
have Casey in the mid lane who wants to fucking go crazy in 1v9. Guys are solid playing weak side or playing strong side. It's like they just forget that Rake is in the game and then he's like counter jungling you so you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm 100 CS down every game." So it's like
Yeah, but I mean, all
but he
that still
doesn't.
should go into the rankings. I mean, he's in a clearly a good fit for his style on that
Sigma,
team.
does
You know?
Rake have the highest CS average for
Yeah,
junglers?
I got you. I'll pull it up.
Because he's gotta have it, right? There's no.
I'm sure he
fucking way.
does.
Yeah, like there's
I mean,
no
he
way.
was. I think he was even in CS in the game that he lost on Evelyn.
I have to actually go pull up that stat because I don't put that stat into my consideration for junglers because you know
He's got
junglers
a-
who skip camps to gank are heroes.
He's got
so
7.45 CS per minute.
Then Doki's your idol.
7.45.
yeah, that's it, Ixie. How'd you know? that's what I want in my jungle. That's not bad. Is that the highest for jungle?
Yeah,
It is.
by
Okay.
over a full point,
Okay. Well, I mean,
almost a full point.
so I guess like you know at least he's has high CS. But yeah, I feel like the point of he gets lost in a game is fair. Like I feel like when I
Yeah,
make
totally.
my list, I think about like how they contribute to their team, and that's what makes someone good to me or like better to me. So like to me, like the reason Becky's this high is because like Becky actively looks for plays. Like you can just tell when you watch their games, like when you spectate their games, you can tell like it looks like Becky like has an agenda that is being pushed.
Yeah, there's a thought before the
Right.
play. Yeah.
So like, and I feel like it's so big for a team from like a jungle perspective. Like there are times where like you can just tell that like Becky Rita's playing ahead of the game.
Or you get the other side of Becky where he's like, "Well, I guess I'm just shit. My bad, guys." I love that
But
part.
I
He's
feel like
just so monotone about it.
I feel like it's part of like trying to play ahead with a new team in draft, right? Like you're trying to think
Yeah,
of like,
he's
oh, this
always
is what
trying to do something.
right. So like, and you're playing with these new players that you've been playing with for now. Some of them you might know from before, maybe played with, but like it's a new team. So like you like yourself know how you want to jungle, and you're trying to push this, but like your team might not be on that timeline. So like trying to get those out can cause those small areas where like it looks like Becky Reed is inting, but like I think it's just kind of part of the process. So
His number one pick still hasn't played in his lane. It's been 3 weeks.
yeah, but his number one pick smurfed in mid, bro. So I don't know. Like obviously Giga Brain.
ADC waiting room, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna go ahead and show 2 and 1 here because I feel like everyone knows 2 and 1 here is gonna be Molly Ixie. It'll be in different ways.
Molly, I will say, out of everybody I've like versed so far in the jungle, I think Molly has actually done the best for sure. The first game we played in the first week, it was definitely like a lot of errors on our side, but he played really well. Like he capitalized on the errors and won because of it. So he did a good job, you know.
Yeah,
definitely top 3 for sure.
You two for me are pretty interchangeable on like 1 and 2 because I think you guys both are so important for your team. Like I think you both do a lot for your team in different ways. I just think that
I
so
think their
far
play style
Molly's
is
done a
polar
little more.
opposite, but
Ixie has better tower dives than Molly.
Yeah, Ixie's just like gas, no brakes, you know.
Don't even bring that up.
How many times are you gonna say like how long do I have to go for this?
We should say it more, to be honest. That was
I
cruel
gotta
to
do
the
more
rest of us.
successful dives.
You're actually gonna meet me in the finals too in season 2 of this. Yeah.
Melly's in the chat. We love Ixie dives.
I don't think the other team is supposed to. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
Although I'm sure they loved it.
How many times have you inted from a tower dive in the jungle role, Ixie?
Twice. So far. Twice.
In the same minute.
In the same game.
That's pretty.
Back-to-back plays.
That's impressive. That's doubling down. I respect that.
It was like within 3 minutes.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it was.
I appreciate you really helping me know that Molly was the correct choice for 1 here. But yeah,
I guess it was level 4 and level 5.
Alright, he's good. But alright, listen, if you look back at those dives, they were perfect timings. They had 2.5 waves stacked up. If we got the kill, that guy is fucked for the entire game.
Like, doesn't sound like it was perfect timing. That's it.
But we executed it like a bunch of dogs, and yeah. So that's all. Yeah.
Perfect timing, bad hands. Yikes.
I couldn't agree more.
What was the combined rank of that dive? It'd have been Ixie, Giggle, and Tomato?
No, it was me and LG, which is like bronze 2.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough. I was told that I let out a loud sigh after the second one.
I'm gonna vote.
I was pulling it back in that game though, but we lost so.
Yeah.
I threw up the poll for the next lane. You unfortunately can't throw 5,000 credits at it again, but it looks like Melly once again still is not getting ADC. Oh, there's a chance? Nope, there's not. Yikes, Melly. I'm 31 years old and I tried full ego on Ixie and got punished hard for it. Since then I played better. Hashtag old hands. My Molly Wops. See, you should have said that in your quotes. That'd been great to have on the screen constantly. I'm not. This has nothing to do with me, Melly. I'm not trying to keep you in the stream, man. This is the votes, man. Just vote better.
I feel like Molly is like playing like Becky, but better. You know, he's like playing like the exact same style, but he's playing way better than Becky right now.
I'd agree with that.
You know, he's the best. He's the best like supportive jungler like in the league right now. So we'll have to see if that'll stay or he'll drop off. I don't know. Maybe the old hands catch up to him.
Yeah. The arthritis starts to kick in. You know, only so much
Oh,
you can do.
jeez.
All right, well, on to mid. We won't go too much on the old hands jokes. Difference, you know, there's actually 4 different people here. That's surprising. That's
Wow,
got to
you
be the
did-
first time that's happened.
Oh, we gotta talk.
One of these are not
Giggle.
like the other.
What? Giggle.
What?
Giggle. I need an explanation.
Bro,
It's a meme.
I'm looking at this right now, and even I don't know what it was.
This is gonna be a hard one, isn't it? Holy
I probably had a good reason, okay?
Yeah.
Probably had a good
No,
reason.
I don't think there's any fucking good reason.
you
can
wanna-
pull up this
you-
one.
You want to like cook on what that reason might be, and maybe like we'll talk about the other ones and
He
like
didn't
give you a
play
minute.
last week. He didn't play last
You're
week.
not
That's your
allowed to
reason.
fucking cook. You're
Yes.
gonna burn the whole house down.
Freak, you're fucking 6, bro.
He didn't play last week.
Man, this looks like
That's-
fucking Ixie's turret dive, bro. Like, holy shit.
Okay, Boma at 6. That's surprising. He's pretty good, but I heard he has been underperforming. So
I don't know if you're permanent under CS to Lizzo every game. That's one problem.
I was surprised to not see Lizzo at 6.
I-
Honestly.
I won't lie to you. I actually originally
Sure.
did have Lizzo at 6. I changed
Okay.
it because
Or
I
was
have
it
a pretty
5?
I have a pretty bias against Lizzo. I like because of I just don't think he does a lot for the team in mid because he has a 40% KP at fucking mid lane. But like at the same time, like also like he still does quite a bit of numbers on like the rest of what he does, and it's like I can't really argue with the results, I guess.
Yeah, he shows up.
Whereas
I
I think other
wanted-
people have been underperforming. What's
I
up?
wanted to play Seb 6, but could have been mad.
Nah, never. I've never seen Laplace get mad about a ranking ever. He's never complained about that.
I think Boma is probably better, but Boma's also had some really, really low lows. As like he's probably had more lows than highs, but
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
still
but
better than Seb.
yeah, we won't talk about the Ace whole game.
But like, if we're talking about lows, so we're not talking about Ixie's lows either. Then like tower diving
Talk
twice in a
about
row,
that Evelyn game.
That was
or
one
that Evelyn game, or yeah, you know.
Okay, but
That
I
was
got-
that game.
I did two dives, but I came back. Okay, the only game I did bad was first.
Oh
game.
yeah, it was the Kazakhs game. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
no, yeah. It was,
Never play Evelyn again, by the way.
No, I'm playing Evelyn. You can go for it.
Jesus.
And you know, Laplace wasn't even on the stream. He could have at least argued in his defense about Iconic and I putting him so low.
So,
But
so why is Bongo Cat 6? Let's get some explanations here.
for me,
Yeah.
because once again, being the stat guy who was doing PRs yesterday while I did this,
I can already predict what he's gonna say.
I-
He's gonna say.
I
death,
just
he's
he
gonna
kept
say-
dropping. He just kept dropping. He has 0.2 kills at 14 minutes, and you could be like, okay, well he doesn't play a lot of champions that do that. Okay, so then he shouldn't die a lot. He has like the highest deaths at 14 minutes for mid lane too, at like 2. So like, what are you doing in the first 14 minutes? Like just feeding, and and then like it's
No,
like okay.
no, let him cook. Let him cook.
Right.
agree.
And then like the CS, isn't bad, but everyone in mid's kind of CSing. But he's 6.9 CS, which is the second lowest CS in mid lane. And then he has a 58% KP, which is like one of the lowest KPs in mid lane. Outside of Lizzo, who has a 41% KP, it is one of the lowest KPs. And I know that Laplace does not want to be compared to Lizzo. So I know he doesn't even care about that stat comparison. Like 58 is basically the lowest. So yeah, like he doesn't do a lot for his team at current state. Like I know that he can, and I've seen him perform, and I've put him in the top of PRs before because he's done it, but he just hasn't yet to me. Like it just seems like he kind of just sits in lane for 20 minutes, waits until he gets enough farm that he has an item to kind of take a fight, and then goes and tries to do damage in team fights. But it's like there's nothing that he's doing for his team before that, in my opinion.
I'm also kind of wondering. I did realize something.
What? What's that?
Maybe Bomo isn't 6. I think I'm kind of high on this one. I'm not gonna cap.
2 people who have messed up their mid lane list. Let's go.
I think I'd put him 4th, to be honest.
Okay, fourth. I'll remember that. Who would you put sixth then if you put Bomo fourth?
I'd put Seb and then I put Lizzo fifth because I already know the rest.
Nice. I've
I know
I
convinced
don't
him.
remember what mine was, but I would definitely want to change mine.
I mean, yours can't get more crazy if it counts Giggle. we'll show 5, I guess. We'll see what the rest of what you were cooking was. What would you change if you could with your hindsight now, Giggle? Where would you put? Or I guess you can wait until you get to that where you could
I'd
say
have
to
we could
wait.
switch. Yeah.
Let's just pretend he doesn't have a list because that's not a list.
Yeah, we'll wait until the full list is revealed and we'll let him cook his new list, you know.
Yeah. I
okay,
think I think Bomo's fourth. It must have been, I don't know. I kind of did this like without thought, but I do think Bomo's not as bad, even though he had some rough games. Acel, but he's not as bad as the other two.
Did you think the Malphite was any better?
So would you move the who you have as 4 down?
Yeah.
I'll just show 4 and then I'll just change it right now. Get ready. We'll just so you put Bomo
mid.
Wait.
That's crazy.
So it'd be you put Bomo here.
Damn.
There. And then Kuma.
I didn't really put any thought into this.
6. Bang.
Yeah, there we go. Now this is looking good.
Yeah. I have no clue what it looks like. This could look absolutely botched, and I would have no clue.
Oh, fuck, that means Liz is above both these people.
There you go. There, your list has been fixed.
Why is Lizzo so high for you guys? You know, he's like gonna get top 3 on like 3 lists.
I was gonna say for
Explain.
you, I'd put him at 4. I just put him on like I think I had my reasoning for Bongo being last. I think Bomo isn't bad, but hasn't really done anything crazy either.
Mhm.
And then Lizzo, outside of that, like no KP, does have damage and just like continuously wins lanes where I'm like, that person shouldn't have lost to Lizzo. And at some point, I have to just stop being like that person shouldn't have lost to Lizzo and be like, you know what? I guess Lizzo can hang.
Lizzo wins the lanes?
Lizzo doesn't lose the lanes, like some people are
What?
below him, as hard.
Okay.
What's your take on that? This is your own teammate. Put him on blast. Let's hear it.
I'm not putting him on blast. I like Lizzo. I think he's a good teammate, but
Oh, I put Lizzo above Bomo because he beat him.
Simple logic. Simple logic.
Like, even the game that he lost, he's like he didn't
Yeah, he did
do
well.
too bad.
nah, yeah, you did well.
I mean, he went 4-6, but like, he still out CS'd him. I don't know. I hate Bomo not CSing, and this was my thing where I didn't CS too, and everyone used to hate me for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's.
Every fucking week in PR, hey, CS.
Well, no, it wasn't that we. It's just it was the only thing we could say negative. You were just playing so well that it was like there's no other thing to be like, oh, that if it wasn't for this, it's like oh that like this is you. It was like this is what held you back. Like you had almost identical performance as someone else, but this person edged you out because this is the one thing they did do better. The rest was about even. It's usually what it was. Sometimes you gotta have tiebreakers, and yours was always CS. Just hit minions, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I'm cool with this list.
All right, well, we'll go to 3. This is where Bongo posts his meme about, Rain being upset about his PR rankings when he could never get number 1.
Well, you just never did it when I was hitting my
Wow.
peak.
Number
This is pity for the first time.
Wow, Pity at 3. Who does he have above Pity?
So that means he has now.
Yeah, he
now
has-
we wait.
He has himself at number 1.
Himself.
He just doesn't like pity. That's all it is.
That's confidence. I respect that.
Yeah, true. Honestly, he can't go on his revenge tour if he doesn't believe in
Nobody
himself, right?
says this is biased off of like how he feels about people. Everyone's all over the place.
Do what?
I mean, that's kind of how I do lists too. I don't really look at the statistics because I kind of just like I know that some of these players are probably gonna fold halfway through the season, anyways. So it's like you gotta. choose
Dude,
ones that
me
are
and Ida holding hands. Holy shit!
yeah, you guys have the same list.
After I edit it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was
I-
like that then.
You just want to match him. You're so cute, bro.
I get your point,
We're
Pixie, on
jealous.
that, but it's like, you know, if you're being like, if people might fold, but like the point of the ranking is based on like, you know, up to this point, like who has performed the best. Like, what do we think of the performances so far, and like going forward, if we had to predict based on that, like, you know, at least that's how I do mine. So like stats is a good indicator of like this is what this person's consistently doing. So going forward, you can expect that from them, right?
Yeah, if you don't watch the game, stats are the best way to rate somebody.
But I do both. I watch and do the
Oh.
stats. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But there are some people like different play styles, like, you know, they don't get rewarded in the stats. So like you have to watch for like to actually know if they're inting or not. And there's times where somebody can absolutely pop off on stats, but just completely have trolled and just got the last hits all game. You know. Anyway, we'll go 2, and then probably just 1 because I think we'll know what the majority of 1s are based on the 2. Oh shit, Frozen can join. Yeah, you're welcome to join.
Right,
You
good
have
idea.
access to this call, Frozen. You're good to join.
I'm ready to change my list.
Okay, yeah, he can edit his whole entire list.
bro, what? I don't know what you were cooking, but you were cooking, man. Hey, I was trying to give Lizzo some credit, and you took it an extra mile. You were like, yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm
What?
ready to change my list.
Yeah, what would you
Bro,
like your
I'm
list to
I'm
be?
his teammate too, but
I
I'm not
want-
putting that too. That's
I want to move
like-
Seb to 6th.
Nice.
For 5th, I would keep Kuma where he is.
Okay.
get 7 here.
Just say you want to match my list.
He
Come
can
on.
join,
I
man.
would put
Come and join me and Ida.
I'd put Bomo at 4th.
I'm up for
Yeah, I do the same as Rain's list.
Okay. Let's copy and paste Rain's list. There you go. Nice. Uniform. We like that.
Holy
what I
shit,
would
the
do.
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad list. Look at that. Bro, I want Frozen. I want Frozen to join and fight for why he's number 1. Like, I don't want to leave this role until I get to hear this man join this call and give an argument for why he really deserves number 1.
Just confident.
I think we should ask him about the B1 Mal fight last week. And why he decided on that pick.
Yeah, that's I'll get the poll at least going for the next one, but I believe it's just bot lane now. Yeah. Should I go
Yeah,
support
he's-
just to torture Melly a little?
Well, okay,
Yeah, we
wait,
gotta
before we
keep him
get
in
into
the
bot
stream.
lane,
That's
we
what I was
talk
thinking.
about Pauline duos, kind of.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to talk about bot
Duo
lane?
is the best.
Oh well, I think let's get we can do that also before we
What's
go into
up?
it. But let's hear it. Let's hear what you're cooking, man.
What?
All right,
Oh,
giggles.
oh,
Giggle. What's up?
We gotta talk about your game 2 draft.
That draft. First of all, that draft was. I'm gonna do my best crab in person.
Hey guys, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna first pick the rock. We're gonna flex it, and then you're gonna take it mid, so I can win top. Okay? And just trust me. I'll do the whole draft. Okay?
That's his whole
Where'd
entire
Iggy go?
thing.
What the hell?
That was the entire That's the whole way that the draft went. Which and then as we're loading in, he goes, "You know what, guys? We're gonna play this for fun. We this is for fun.
Tomato.
Aren't you the captain?
True.
This
Yeah, this is a good point. Yeah, aren't you the captain? Like, is this?
Yeah, but he was like, we gotta change stuff up." And then he was like,
Listen,
"Trust
if you
me,
don't
trust
have
me."
him on a leash, then
Dog,
you,
dog,
I know you don't run shit like that. But if you gotta put that
It's-
man on a leash,
bro. It's not even having him on a leash. I was down for it at first, if like he didn't say like, "Oh, well, we're not, we're just playing this for fun," kind of thing. And I was like, right there, that's when I was like, all right, this is over. So I let him have his moment, and I was like, yeah, I'm not letting you draft ever again.
you
That's
want
it.
him to feel the pain, put him on Sejuani.
I thought you were gonna go full AP too.
I mean, no, hell no. I mean, he is. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Put him on Sedge.
Yeah, we were matching items. We both built what was it, the health stacking item, I forgot.
Heartsteel?
Hard steel.
Yeah, yeah, we both built hard steel. And we were just
Oh,
farming
yeah.
above each other bot lane.
My goodness.
So I mean, okay. So
Mhm.
in my defense, for what I was saying is, let me quickly get the match report real quick going here.
Oh God.
So I mean, we're going off of results, correct?
Yeah, I go off the results, the like how much you do for your team and how like much of an impact player I
Well,
think you are compared to other mid laners.
okay, so you mentioned KP. My KP dropped off of that 0 KP game, and we're not going to talk about it. But before that, I was top 5. I had a 67% KP for my team, or something like that. Like I had the highest mid laner at one, and then
Well,
last week happened.
Yeah, you would have been higher than if we'd have done the stream last week. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
I was like 77% KP after week 1, and then I fell off a cliff. So I know the
So
feeling.
what's it called? First of all, like I mean, yeah, stats matter. I would have been higher last week. I trolled this week. I didn't play my best. I didn't play as good as I did. But it's like the past 2 weeks that I've played against the arguably the top 2. Let me look at your list real quick. The top 2 mid laners
That is true.
I have, like the game against Pity. Like, so you're, what's it called? That like Victor wasn't good enough to like warrant me that like
No.
at least 5th
You
or
know,
at least like
I will
anything
say,
like that.
when I do like my normal PRs, I normally look at matchups for like the week because obviously I do like the weekly. I actually kind of did not think about looking at the mid laners you had played up until this point in the season. I won't cap. Like, so normally I do because it's just a weekly thing. So you look to see like who played each other to know how that matchup was, so you can kind of weigh that in. I definitely did not put into consideration that you had played 1 and 2.
Yeah. So
To be fair.
it's like game 1 that I lost against Now You 8. He goes 4, 6, and 7. I go 5, 5, and 10. Second game, I go 5, 5, and 8, and he loses when he gets like his Pantheon, when he goes 16 kills. It's like, sure, I inted in lane, but at the end of the day, it was like I was still like I neutralized it. The
Well,
one
when
game
you
that
did,
everyone
you did
Yeah, what's
play
up?
Pity. He had 11 kills and 17 kills. So, I mean,
I had 14, he had 11, and the second game, yeah, he played Tristana, and like I mean, part of the reason that game really stalled out for so long was because of me and Stank. Like we really brought that game back as hard as we possibly
yeah,
could.
because your champion skill, yeah.
Yeah, and he picked a hard winning mid laner that never killed me before I think 15 minutes. Like I can't do anything about saying, "Hey guys, haha, Tristana's roaming," and she gets like 3 kills off of the roam, and then I'm like, okay. So it's like at that point, it's
It makes you feel better. Remember, I was
it's sure
ranked.
it makes me feel better because I know that like I did what I was
Just
supposed to.
mid-season, because I mean, if you hard stomp the rest, it's still not the end of the season.
Yeah,
You've just
I
been
mean,
dealt a hard.
I mean that's
A
why
hard hand.
my and then last week that I played, I trolled draft because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Stank is so fucking distracting. I didn't realize LGA was, and like every time he burps, he goes Gragas W, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm paying more attention to this guy, so I LGA mid, like sure, like the guy has my number. He beats me almost every time that we play. Like I'll put it that way. But like if it's Lizzo LGA top, I would have rolled Lizzo. Like I usually roll Lizzo. Like it's he plays Syndra, I play Victor. I've basically won that matchup almost every single time. There's a reason I ate 2 to 3 bans in the first rotation of VDS because he can't compete.
Damn, talk your shit. Let them know. Let them know. You know, I will say I felt like when I was ranking mids that it was surprisingly close. It was closer than I thought it was going to be.
No, it
some
definitely.
levels.
What did you think it was gonna be?
I thought there was gonna be, so like my blind when I made it was like Pity, Wait, Bongo was like top 3, and then it was gonna be like Bomo, Kuma, Lizzo, and then so like the more I started thinking about it, the fact of like I had changed my list like 5 times, I was like, damn, like there actually are kind of like all kind of have their moments, you know? Like no one has had like a season in mid where it's like, oh, you are that guy in mid. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. But I don't think
But
anyone's played terrible either. I feel like everyone in mid has just played like an okay game of League of Legends, you know? Like
I mean, I know a couple people that like a couple games that have been like straight up dog besides me. Like we have like that one time that they were like, oh, what's it called? Even though he went 0-2, who was that guy that went 0-2? I think it was like Kuma or something. I think Kuma went 0-2 and then he ranked above me in power rankings, even though he went like 4-8 and like some like really bad scoreline. I'm just like looking at it like,
that's just
Is
well, I
where
mean,
is this?
that's
Like,
one match. He still does in general have a higher like KDA. He
yeah,
averages 2
yeah,
kills at 14, 69% KP, 7.5 CS per minute, and that's over average of the whole season and 772 damage per minute. That's pretty good numbers.
yeah. But if okay, but if we're looking at it weekly, and in this week you have him playing Corky going 2-4-3, right? And then they go 0-2 that week, and then sure he played a Silas game where he goes 14-8-11, and they still lose that game. And I have a 14 kill game also, and that was the week that I go against Pity. And then I place like a game of ASO where I wasn't even like I didn't even play like that bad either. It's like he gets rank over me because what he has a impact that doesn't exist because they didn't win the game.
He has
Like
more
to
impact
me,
over time, more
I mean,
than you have.
if this was
a
a
loss is still a loss in
if
my
this
opinion. If you yeah, go ahead.
if this
So
was
you're
a
saying you
weekly
need to go
list,
0-2 to like not be ranked, or like you needed 2-0 to be higher? I don't get it.
I think that your success also plays a part in your ranking.
I
If
mean,
you're
it's hard to rank by
like
that because of 2 fucking block.
I mean, but it's still part of
No
if
one's
you
really winning. Everyone's tying.
Well, yeah, it's a 2 block.
I
it
mean,
is
it is still a
it
two
is,
block,
yeah.
but in my opinion, I think success still counts as a part of like ranking people's like
It
actual
does.
thing.
I think it does. I think your
Like
success
if
and what
I
you do for your team's success is an important part. I think if your team is winning but you're not a big part of it, it actually makes me think that you're lower on a list because then it's like, okay, your team doesn't need you. But if your team's winning and you're a big part, absolutely, you get ranked higher because like you're a big part of what your team needs to win. But this also isn't a weekly list. This is the overall. So it's a little difficult. Like if
well,
this was a weekly, I would say that you would be higher, but it's not, unfortunately.
I thought it was a weekly because they said pre-season week 1, week 2, and I thought it just changed to weekly. That's why I was talking about it like
Yeah,
that.
for the ones that I do,
like
this one's just like an average so far, like mid-season kind of breakdown.
It's
Not
hard to do
necessarily
it
this
off
week.
6 games. Like
Yeah,
it's only 6 games. Like you can't really rate.
the shorter
Well, it's like-
season with smaller teams does make a lot of like the rankings weird, and it also means that a lot of the time that like being in 6th doesn't mean that like you really are playing that much worse than those above you. Like there's a difference. I feel like when you have like 12 teams and you're like 12th rated compared to like first rated, like okay, yeah, there's 11 players between you guys. Well, it's not 11, but you get the point. But like with this, it's like it's so close because there's not that many to have variants. To be fair, for like an average, so I feel like there's not a lot of data to go off of so far. But is what we got.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah.
We'll see.
It makes sense.
End of the season,
Exactly, and then the results will be important in the season. Who wins. So if we were to continue in the order that we followed, we would go to ADC, right? But because I like to torture Melly, we're going to support.
To obtain viewership, to retain the
Yeah,
viewership.
I really want Melly here in specific, actually, because he said that I was trying to keep him here. Now I am going to. It's just all there is to it. Like, did it to yourself, man. I'll tell you. All right. Well, we'll start with the 6. Let's see how much variance there is here.
Wow.
All right. Start left to right. Giggle. What?
Uh,
I didn't even really look at the stats on this one, but it was just like when we played in the game, I mean, he played Rel against us and he just sat next to his ADC the whole game. He didn't go in one time. You know,
Man,
I didn't know what he was doing, so that's why I have him here.
sports get ripped off on the ratings all the time. It's so funny, man.
I need to fix this.
Wait,
This was
what?
one I kind of didn't really know where to put people.
Yeah, I'm terrible at ranking sports. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time that I did my PR, I'd message someone to do it because I just
Yeah,
am not smart enough.
It's just a different metric, you know, that
Yeah.
they're rated on, you know. So
Well, I think you also did want to talk about Ixie if you still want to about bot lane duos, right? Something along those lines.
yeah.
All right, let's hear.
Yeah,
Let's,
I mean, I don't really know what's the best bot lane duo. I think there was a comment somewhere that was talking about it. Like they can't really determine who's the best duo so far. That's pretty accurate, honestly. Like I really can't identify who's the best. I think if I had to go with like a definite answer, it'd probably be Melly and his support. I don't even know. See, supports just get shunned.
Yeah, but like
Interconic would apparently
one
disagree. Yeah.
Wanderer hasn't played support for 3 weeks, and they've been playing against random people in the bot lane.
Hmm.
So it's like I don't even know how these matchups go. Like just because other people are playing with their full team doesn't mean that their matchups is the same against like a person with their full team.
Yeah.
So it's like all the supports are just kind of fucking up in the air. But like I'm gonna personally change Gent and not have him sixth. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna put him because he is winning.
Yeah. It's part of kind of like what Lap said, which is pretty ironic that he said that the results should play into it, and then he put someone who has the best results in last place in the support role. Any comment there, Lap, about that
What team is that?
Black
Black
Shep,
Shep.
Black Shep.
first place.
Black Shep. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just the last two supports. I have no idea who they are. I will tell you this right now.
There we go. We'll show both.
I went off of Giggle's
Yeah.
comments saying that he was dog water, and he hated him, and I remember that, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do boop boop, boop boop. That's it.
Yeah, just threw you
You
under
just-
the
you just-
bus.
Wow.
He said,
That's like the only. Oh, Giggle was like, if you draft me, don't ever draft again, because I will leave. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's like in
I
my
can't confirm. I can't
in
confirm.
my mind, I was like, you know what?
You just
know,
took
I'm
that.
not
You're
gonna-
like,
I'm
it must not be it then.
"Oh,
Yeah.
he's got a family, bro. Chill."
That's wild that you did that. I wouldn't do that to him. I'd put him at
Can we
fifth
just-
where he belongs.
Can you just show me fourth too? Listen, I can't really give. I don't know who the fuck I put. I can't remember because
Oh my
Wanderer
goodness.
should have.
Harvey in fourth? Lap. Frozen, man.
Listen,
Come on.
listen.
You listening?
I'm listening.
Okay. So the top three for me, I will explain my top three and why Harvey's there. So, and I'm not gonna disclose in where
order?
my top
Yeah.
three goes. Yes. So my top three is obviously Tomato, Ethereal, and Wanderer, right?
Spoilers.
I mean, it's okay. So basically, my thought process. The more I've seen of Ethereal, the more I'm like, damn, I really got this dude for this cheap. You know, I went to the store and got a 99-cent Arizona, thinking it was gonna be trash, and it was great. No, I like that. I like that. Thinking it was gonna be mid, but he's actually like, sure, it's biased, but like he's
Hey, you're
he's
welcome.
very, yeah, he's very vocal.
I drafted him.
You know,
Oh
shut.
my, oh my god.
Oh yeah, you did draft him. Listen, but you know, the more I played with him, the more I see like he's better than what people give him credit for, and I think he is above Harvey, and I have played multiple splits with Harvey, and I do know where Harvey's faults lie. So
What's
I'm gonna
his
remake
fault?
mine.
Expose him right now.
Yeah,
Lavin?
go ahead and expose Harvey. What are these faults that hold
What are
him
the
below
faults of
Ethereal?
Harvey?
Ethereal, sorry.
It's just like an in-game thing. Like I
You got a feeling like
it's like it's
Uh.
like an in-game thing. Like it's like as a
He
player.
winked at me. He's shit.
It's like dog,
Right?
dog. It's like when you play basketball. It's like you know who's a hooper and who's not a hooper. It's
And
like
Harvey
that's
ain't
the
a
same
hooper.
thing.
Yeah.
Listen.
Harvey ain't a hooper is the quote that I'm taking from this.
Harvey's a six man, bro. Harvey's a six man, and it's like he ain't breaking the starting lineup. And then you
I
got
need
like
to see my list. I'm gonna redo my whole list.
One second. I'm fact checking something for Melly. Giggle's already on it. Never mind. Giggle's got it. Giggle, go ahead and answer it, Melly.
Harvey's the sixth man. That's the quote.
Harvey's a six man.
Bro, Harvey's proactive, man. You know what? There isn't a lot of stats that I know how to use.
False.
He has 72% KP. On
Looks like Wanderer's the highest rated right
What's
now.
he playing though? What's
He's
the
about to be the lowest.
He's playing his
rated.
typical Harvey shit, like Recon, dumb type of stuff. But he still has 72% KP when Pity has 75% KP. So that means that he must be moving around the map.
But he doesn't pass the eye test for me.
Oh, it's an
Like, it's an eye test, bro. Like he's not passing the eye test. You know when you say
So
that
Harvey's
kid's got
ugly
it,
and a sixth man.
he got it.
What the fuck?
He doesn't pass the eye
He
test,
ain't got
and he's not a hooper, and he's a six man, and he's catching all the straights. That's crazy, dude. There is something about Ethereal that I did want to point out. I didn't know if I was gonna do it here on the thing that I was gonna release, but he does, in fact, Ethereal does have the most pink ward spot so far, by 10. By the way,
We need to talk to Tomato about this, how he feels about this.
Ethereal has bought. I found it so comical. He's bought 17 control wards.
Okay, so I'm looking right here. Timeout. I'm looking right here. So
According to the stats.
According to the stats, right?
According to what Unicorn tells me. But it also says 17.7, so I don't really know how the fuck that's possible. How can you buy 0.7 of a control ward?
You sell it?
but how would that be 0.7? Bro, what?
I don't know.
His division score way higher than everyone else's too. 111.3 from all them pinks, Everyone's like 89,
He's doing his job. All I know is, besides last week,
how those pink wards are being bought
per game. Dude, wait, it's per game. It's not 17 out of 6 games.
17.7 per game?
Yeah,
no
per game.
way.
No way.
No shot. You are buying that many pink
This
wards per
guy's
game.
buying
Yes.
a BF sword worth of fucking
Yes.
vision every
yes,
game.
he is.
What?
That's
Oh my
troll.
God.
All I'm-
That's so
good.
troll.
Listen
That
to
is
me,
so
listen to
troll.
me.
Terrible.
All
Yeah,
I'm
you-
saying is,
What?
it is very comforting,
He's
very
loud.
comforting knowing that my
Your
my
map is
jungle
lit
is
up like a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. Like
And
it
you're
is.
feeding the enemy team.
Okay, well, in that case, Frozen, I now have another issue, and I'm going to justify my ranking for you even more. You die the most by 14 minutes out of every mid laner, and your fucking mat is lit up like a Christmas tree all game. How are you getting ganked, bro?
He's not a baller, bro. He's not
How
a
you getting
baller.
ganked?
So I, in my opinion,
Yeah.
I passed the eye test, right? So I have this thing, right?
You pass your own eye test? That goes hard.
Yeah.
Sigma,
Yeah.
He's looking himself in the mirror.
can you see the admin chat? I put my list. Can you fix that for me?
Yeah, I got
Listen,
you.
listen.
While he keeps coping, I got you. I'll change it. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm playing against the what you guys put the two best
Wait.
mid laners, right?
Uh-huh.
Correct. Okay. I me, the little guy, right? I have to fight these guys all by myself.
All by yourself?
Right. All by myself.
So why do you rank your team so high if you're like 1v9ing?
because
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay,
moving on.
whoa. We've only had one. No. Time. We've only
Yeah,
had.
that's a great cricket
We've literally,
usage.
we've literally only had one bad week. We've literally only had one bad week. That's not cope. We've literally only had one bad week. Every other week was like super winnable. The games weren't over. Like that. Like like
Wait, hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm sorry. Ethereal Images just said they're basically free pink words because I run futures market and 90% of my subs. I don't think that's how that works, man. I'm gonna be
homie's running up. Yo, homie's running up that credit card.
Yeah.
That's
He knows
credit
how to
card
build a
product
credit
is-
score. He's building that credit
My
score. Don't worry about a
God.
thing,
Alright.
man.
But let's move on. Wait, I think okay, Ida rating at Tomato 4th as his old teammate. That's rough.
Damn,
I
they
wish he
must
was here.
they must be having trouble in the bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say they must be having a breakup.
Jeez. All right, I'm just gonna show 3.
Hmm.
You know, I believe this should be updated correctly for you right now. If it
Yeah.
isn't, you can call me out. All right.
It is.
Wait,
Hey,
why
Lap,
is
I agree with you. Hey, amen, bro.
Thank you.
Wanderer
Thank
should
you.
be 3. That's what I agree on.
Also, Rain, is Wanderer last for you because he doesn't show up?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't played. How the fuck am I
Yeah.
gonna rate
If
somebody
He
who
has-
hasn't
If I
he
had
played?
has
to
a-
That's
change
fair. I
mine
think-
too, I would put Wanderer
Dude.
at 3 just because he hasn't
Oh
played.
wait, did you guys see that I put LGA like 7th or something, or like not 7th, 5th? My bad, not 7th,
Fourth.
or something like that. Did I put
It
him
might have been
something really
fifth.
low?
That's the wrong lane. Be that lane. Right?
I
think I-
5. Yeah, you put him at 5.
5. Yeah, that same thing because he's new and he hasn't played at all. That's the entire like explanation behind that.
So why didn't you do that for Wanderer?
Why did I put Wanderer at 3? Because I know the dude and I've seen him play.
Fair enough.
And if kind of like if he plays, then I know he's up there. And like LGA literally just joined, so that's why. So it's kind of like I give him the benefit of the doubt that if he did play, he would be up there. Make sense?
Yeah.
Just just a hoopa thing.
I hate top laners, so I'm keeping LGA first. What about second here? What we got? Unless he died.
Ooh.
Oh, I was muted. I'm showing second and first.
Okay.
Because
Oh.
once we show second, people could do the math on what one would be. It wouldn't be hard to put together. So yeah, there you go. That's your what are your guys' thoughts? I heard a couple reactions there.
It seems like none of us are agreeing on anything.
Um,
But I'll have you know, I just updated mine.
I could have had it after listening to that 17 control thing. I would move Ethereal to 2. Actually,
That warrants 2, yeah.
that warrants like a 2. Sorry, Ethereal. No hard feelings.
I wanted to put Tomato 1 because I'm biased, but
Hmm. But like
You
like
know.
legitimately asking yourself who's better.
All
What
right,
comes
so
to mind?
well,
my bad. I
currently.
was distracted. What was it you wanted changed? Sorry, you want this to be 2 instead of 1? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Like, if
Anything
it-
else that people
If
need to
both
change?
players are at their like peak of play, who's better, Harvey or Tomato? Rain.
Tomato.
Okay, that's all I need to hear. I agree. I think he's adjusting, and I think he's had rough games, but he's always stayed in the game mentally.
His
so-
ADC is a better sniper.
Get cool. You need some comments on that one, bro. And he's gone. All right.
Hey,
Oh wait, you mean Freya too? Freya part
Uh,
2?
Oh no.
Giggle needs to do
yikes.
some fucking damage. Holy shit.
He beat Stang, bro. He beat the goat.
yeah.
all that matters.
I honestly think Harvey and Tomato are pretty interchangeable for me because I just know they both can perform. It's just Harvey right now has performed better. It's my take,
Well,
which
season,
is
Tomato was #1, but
well, I think it says a lot to Harvey's that he's performed better with like without spoilers. When like the ADC from Arctic, his performance has not been that good.
True. No, you're
Where-
cooking.
Whereas
Yeah.
Giggle, like all memes aside, is a better ADC. So like,
Yeah.
I don't think Tomato has to do as much.
Didn't
to
seem like
perform
it
better.
though.
It does not, which
The
is
week
why I'm
before.
putting Harvey above. Just I think Harvey's done a good job with what he has, making the most out of it. Good KP, a good CC score, which I get. Not everyone plays CC champs, but from what I was looking at matches, not a lot of supports are playing healers either. So CC was pretty fair for me to look at, and he's pretty far above everyone in those things. So I don't know. I'm no genius by any means when it comes to supports, but I think they're both pretty close in skill.
They have their own strengths in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Eat a cooking tomato like that. Woof.
That's interesting.
Worth.
Right. We'll finally get to the ADCs for
All right, that'll be their stream. And thank you guys.
But
for
we still
tuning in.
have the community, bro. We gotta show the community ones, man.
All right, let's just skip straight to the community.
Straight to the community. No AD. No, I'm just kidding.
We cannot do Melly like that, bro.
Melly's crying in the club, bro. All right, let's get it. Starting with 6. Sorry, Giggle. Hey, Giggle, love you, man.
God.
Hey,
So wait,
Giggle,
why
love
do
you,
we
man.
Wait, why is Arctic for everyone there?
Wow. That's
Copyright.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Why'd you guys put Arctic last?
He
To the-
shit.
That's
I have
my God.
I have PTSD from last split. That's all I want to
so
say.
it has nothing to do with this performance. You're just okay. Fair. Yours is season
okay,
2 ranking.
Okay. Yes and no. Yes and no. So
My man gave him a season 2 ranking. That's unreal.
yes, and because just
Bro, if Arctic knew what he was doing at times, like it feels like he's connected to the game, but it feels like he's also disconnected from the game, and I don't like that because it's like he's too finicky, like fucking Giggle. Like you're either on or you're off, but I feel like Arctic could be like top 3 ADC if he just has his brain on. But like there's times where he's either too passive or like too aggressive, and his positioning is absolutely horrendous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if he's like, if he has like a little more killer instinct, and he does like things like there was a play he could have done in like Kaisa, that I was watching. We were casting, and it's just like, why aren't you ulting in right here to get this? And then another time he did ult in, he got a kill, but then he killed his team, too. I mean, it's just that's just my point.
So,
I would much rather see him be proactive than actually like sit back with his leads because it pisses me off.
Yeah, because you're not Giggle Queen for Freya, let's be honest.
When he gets leads and then
What does
sits
that mean?
back, it really allows the other ADC to get
The
ahead
farming lads.
or get back in the game. So I don't know. I
the
like Arctic.
farming lads.
I'm a big fan of him, right? Like I want him to succeed, but he doesn't like really push his lead when he needs to.
True, Arctic be fucking getting caught out. That's a good point.
Yeah,
That's why we lost the
as
shit.
someone who was in a
Wait,
call
wait,
with Harvey
wait,
before this.
Wait, didn't he just play Seraphine? Yeah. Okay, that reminds me. Okay, it's all coming back to me. I'm getting PTSD. Oh god. Okay, listen. Arctic walked away from a gank, and then we're like, oh yeah, he walked out. He got. Wait, why are you walking back in? And then he kills himself, and I'm just like, I can't watch this anymore. Like I'm casting the game. Or we're watching. I don't even know if I was casting the game, but I was watching with a bongo in them, and holy fuck, dude, it just tilted me so much.
Yeah. He makes some weird decisions at times, but
Listen.
I think if he gets it down and like is consistent, he'll be pretty okay. Yeah.
I'm curious. I'd have to ask Arctic. I wonder how sober he shows up on average game day from like the
5
legal
shots in.
drugs.
Has to be 5 shots.
No,
in.
not shots. From the good old grass, you know.
Hey, but that hasn't stopped anybody. Okay, so listen.
No, but
That
like
doesn't-
decision
that
making, it
doesn't
would,
make you
right?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
You're definitely more likely to int while you're high. Let's just be blatantly honest here.
Oh, you remember Jason? And
Oh
Jason,
yeah, we remember the Jason. Okay, let's go on to number 5. Number 5 ADC.
Oh God.
Wow.
You're
It's
gonna
actually-
you're gonna have to show me 4. I don't know what I'm cooking here.
You need 4 to
Okay, hold
understand
on.
your argument.
Yeah,
Wait. Okay, let
I need
everyone
to
else
see
talk. At
where
least.
I was at in my head.
Wait,
I should have
so-
just done this live. I can't do shit like
Like-
without like purpose, or I just randomly press shit.
All right, so wait. There's one thing. There's one pick I see here that is very not like the others. Giggle, explain to me, Stank.
Yeah, I'm confused.
You know, he just doesn't pass
We
the eye
just played
test.
them.
We just
them
played
last
them.
Yeah,
week.
good shit, Ryan. Good shout.
We just played him last week. Okay, but like overall, you think
Okay.
he's 5th in the league?
You played us last week with a much better team comp than you would or ever put out in your life.
Bro, you literally put Arctic 6th because of last season. I feel like this is
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's going based like our Stank has been ranked like basically 1 the entire season.
it's
I
recency
wouldn't.
bias,
I wouldn't
yeah.
change it. I wouldn't change it
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay, well,
like,
but try
again,
and
you
justify it. Like, why do you put him there? You know?
because he's only showed that he can play 2 picks,
Okay, and what's the 2 picks?
Kogba and Aphelios.
Hmm. And there's just a big drop after those 2, and then that's why he's 5th because of that.
Yeah, that's
limited
why I
pool.
put him at 5th.
But isn't that a good thing for his team though? Because he frees up picks for like other players that have like, you know.
It wasn't last week.
You put out a much better team than you will ever put out. You actually like no.
I'm going to 4. I'm letting Rain start to cook, mainly because I also knew my 4 was Stank. So
Like you had like a really good mid laner this week instead of your regular like garble one.
I genuinely think
Yeah, they had a
Giggle's
better
ranking
bundler, too.
makes sense because as someone who put Stank 4, I put Stank 1 rank higher. But obviously Giggle has to believe in himself to be a good ADC. Like he's not going to put himself below Stank. So like obviously he has to go above him. So I feel like
yeah,
Stank being there is a pretty fair because that's essentially the same as putting him 4.
Can you
Compared
show
to
me
the other ADCs, he's essentially saying Stank is 4.
Well, I was just asking because I don't think Stank like personally is 5th, even though we versed them last week. Like I don't think he's 5th. I think he's probably top 3. I don't.
Can-
I
can
would
Well,
never
he's
put him
technically
5.
4. He's technically 4.
Hmm.
Who did I put for
4?
support again? Can you show me that?
Who you
Fair, I
put
guess.
for what?
Yeah, show me support again.
Like
Support.
all of them?
Yeah.
Let me do work, man. There
Okay. All right, I'm cooking. I'm making a new one
You're making a new one for.
for ADC. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So what? We were here. Well, we'll let you cook and fix it. Any other comments about what 4s are other than Melly Low from Itaconic there? That's Melly
It's kinda
4.
criminal.
That's yeah. He's out for blood today. He also did Tomato pretty dirty. Now Melly, I mean, is definitely to me performed.
I feel like they're more scarred than anything for Melee.
Nah.
Just like I'm scarred from Ixie's turret dive.
Gotcha. Okay. Anyone else have anything about these ADCs? On how people have it? I feel like
I'm surprised I didn't put Giggle lower. I'm not gonna lie to you.
damn.
I'll be honest with you.
Explain the reasoning why.
Because looking back at it, I think Freya has done probably better than him,
I agree with that.
and I kind of should have put if I'm assuming I put Giggle 3, which if I didn't, like I'm trolling. I
think I
think it
had-
should be Freya 3, Giggle 4, or even Boat. Damn. Maybe Boat 4,
Show me
Freya 3.
contestant number 3.
I got you. I'll show
Yeah.
you 3.
Okay, I have it. I'll fix this really quick. Freya goes to 3rd, and then just put 3 and 4 down to 4 and 5.
So you want,
Man, you're editing your list again? What the heck?
dude? I know, right, man? This guy can't.
Jeez.
All right, so you want Freya
it's a
where?
good thing we're doing this live. I want him third, and then put Giggle fourth, and then Boat Chicken fifth.
Boat stock just went down, man. That's crazy.
I did that wrong. Try this again. So there, and then you want.
Actually, keep it like that. Fuck it. Put Giggle fifth.
Oh, you mother. Okay, yep, no problem.
He just juked you out. Holy.
There you go. It's fine. Easy fix. No problem.
Yeah, do the same thing for me. Giggle 5th, Freya 3, Boat 4. Sorry, Boat.
Okay.
My homie from Exhibs.
So like that.
Yeah.
Pretty similar. Okay, I like that.
Rain, I think we're gonna be different on 1 and 2.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go ahead and show them. You know, I feel like people can put together whose 1s and 2s are. You're criminal for not putting Melly 1. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know that he's your teammate, but Melly's outperformed him, man. I'm sorry.
You know what?
But literally,
You know what? I'm changing my Melly.
No, you're not.
Snake's been the best ADC in the entire league for the past 3 weeks.
Melly
I do
Jake's
not
second.
want to hear slander.
You want to know how I can tell you that's not true? Because I have the stats that prove that's not true. Melly averages 2.8 kills at 14 minutes, 8.4 kills per game, 8 CS per minute, 717 damage per minute, 72% KP from the ADC. Do I really need to even go over Stanks? Do you really think they're going to be anything close to that?
They're running a lot of plays through Melly. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, you know what's
They
crazy?
are, but what, like, if you're playing through Melly and he's a vital part of your team, you can't tell me that he's not playing strong with it.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, people
but
play
here's
through
the
you when
thing.
you were an ADC, and you still got a top rank when you did well with it. Like they're playing through him, and he's doing good numbers with it.
He's the first option on that team.
But here's the thing: if we're doing this live and he's in the chat, how mad do you think he's gonna be if I change him second?
That's a good point, bro. I think we should all change Melly to 2.
Yeah, I think we all should put Melly to 2. I think.
Well, if anything, you're just putting a target on Stanks back for Melly. Like Melly's gonna go after this guy now.
I mean,
Good.
Stanks already beat him.
Right?
I have a hot take. Okay, just to keep this, we're putting Freya 1 and Stank 3rd.
And I believe week 1 should have been a 2-0.
You're doing.
So
Yep, you heard me. My son is number 1.
I respect that.
It actually blows my mind to think that Jen and Freya are bot lane, and they're like one of the best. I like that's why I'm making all my lists over.
Yeah,
do I think
the
he's-
learning of
I-
how they've actually been performing?
Yeah, do I think they're individually better than anybody? No, but they're playing like their roles so well that their team just is able to all come together.
Yeah, I actually think I agree. I think that they are doing exactly what they need to do, and Freya isn't just doing it by like doing nothing. Freya still actually has pretty good numbers. Like Freya's been. It's
Where
like,
is this Freya in season 2? I would have drafted him.
it's like Laughplay said, you know, those results. You know, Freya's getting results right now.
Well, wasn't he a fifth rounder like season 2? That's crazy.
He
yeah,
was
he
the
was
last
literally
pick.
Yeah,
the
that's
last one.
nuts.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
I could have picked it, but I went with the goat sniper.
Yeah,
Let's go, baby.
that's why I have
Worked out,
Freya
you guys
too.
won.
I think 2 is fair for Freya. I just think Melly's performed so well that's hard not to give Melly a number.
Yeah,
one right
I know. I think Melly is performing better, but Melly's in the chat and he's molding.
now. Nice. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like this is where we'll get real spicy. Is when we start showing the community ones. Y'all ready for that?
Yep.
I don't
Do we
know
have any
about
more
that.
comments on the ADC before I switch from anyone?
I will say Melly's been playing really well. Melly needs to stop fucking like walking up for no reason and like killing himself. Like he does like trade kills a lot of times, but like you just gotta, if you have a lead, just chill your aggression and play with your team. Because when you play by yourself, you're gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna laugh at you for not being first. You fix that, you'll be number 1 every week.
Fair enough. All right, let's go to the. This is gonna be the fun one to me because we all just get to react and roast what everyone else's rankings are.
We're starting from bottom up.
Yeah, of course. Starting from bottom up. So this, you know, each has their own
Oh, and
section.
this doesn't include my bias because I didn't vote on this either.
Yeah. I
Or giggles.
don't think any of the content team did from what I saw, but this will be Ixie's, so I guess Ixie can share what his actually was compared to what the community voted, if he remembers. If he voted. Anyway.
I didn't vote.
Yeah, of course you didn't. So on this, you'll see a number after people's name. The reason for that is actually kind of important. So because obviously different people vote for different things.
Average vote.
Yeah, it's your average vote. So if your average vote is, closer to 1, you're obviously going to be closer to the 1 spot. It's really just how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So
honestly, I live with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this is pretty in line with what we all kind of had for our rankings at
like
the
imagine
last.
all 5 of these players are on one team. Holy cow, man, that's a good team. Shit.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, it's 5. Once again, these are the community.
Oh. Giggle. God damn.
Holy shit!
No.
This guy is on his fucking burner accounts voting himself first. I guarantee he's gonna be ranked second.
I haven't voted.
You're gonna be ranking second. What?
I haven't voted.
Words.
I didn't. Yo, Sigma can check. I did not. Like, I started filling it out, and then Sigma was like, "It's the one in content," and then I was like, "Okay, cool."
So you didn't put yourself first?
I didn't put myself first in this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's also worth saying.
I will say. Oh, go ahead.
No, all you. No.
Listen, it's like I'm just gonna repeat it one more time. There's an eye test, and clearly these motherfuckers ain't passing it. Like, don't come at me when we get to playoffs, and then it's corgis versus waffles all over again.
Oh my
like,
goodness.
That's all I'm saying.
Corgis versus waffles with or without the rule booking? Out of curiosity.
Wait, what rule book? What rule booking?
Ixie's having PTSD, man.
They didn't rule book last time.
No. Or do you mean?
I meant like with the
waffles?
playoffs. I mean like the whole playoff rule booking. Like, are you guys getting there when it's just like normal, or are we gonna have like playoff shenanigans? Was the point? Don't worry about it.
No playoff shenanigans.
All straightforward. Nice.
Straightforward. Don't worry about it. And hey, Waffles version 2 did not rule book in season 2. I'm just saying.
I respect that. Yeah, it was hard. Waffles season, they weren't about it. Running back the Waffles name has always been bold to me. I feel like if you win a championship, you can't run that same name. That's just asking for. Yeah. Anyway, so these rankings, you guys, what do you think about these so far? Anyone have anything they're super upset about?
I mean, they ain't wrong. Eye test is it's a real.
I think it's just because we don't know much about Arsenal and Gent. I feel like they're low key. I feel like Gent shouldn't be 6th.
I agree. I don't think
when I updated like my reasoning and everything, just like I don't think what's his name, LGA should be first. But I didn't make you go back to that yet.
It is worth pointing out that while they are in 6th on like the total, their average vote was 4.6. Like their average vote was still around 4th. So like I feel like that is important to notice. I think it was support where like the rest of the supports are all within like 0.1 the whole way up.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's actually crazy. In fact, we'll go next. Yeah, there you go. There's a 3.5.
That's the first round pick right there. Let's go, baby.
Damn, that's the entire.
That is. Oh, hey, yo, y'all need to trade Lizzo just so they can do that. Yeah,
hey, Becky, come talk to me. We'll make it happen, bro.
That's crazy.
All I'm saying is there's an eye test, and these motherfuckers knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, shit.
That's nuts.
That's crazy. Wow.
I know. I'm next.
Yeah,
I know.
He's
I'm next.
fucking gassed.
Go, bam, hit it to me.
All right. I also want to point out Becky Rita is 4th, but has a like perfect 3. Like
3.0, yeah.
The average, but
there we go. Yep.
There you are. Yeah. That actually
There's
doesn't
an eye
surprise
test.
me.
That's what I'm telling you. These guys are hoopers. They know a real baller when they see one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People are now like waiting. These people that are in these last year, like, oh wow, I actually voted.
And look at it. Oh my God, look at the difference between Ethereal, Wanderer, and Arsenal. Yeah. Oh my God,
that's what I was saying. It was super close. And so people know the reason Ethereal is above Wanderer is because it was the same, like the exact same number. I didn't round them or anything.
They're basically both 3rd.
Right, but it was the same with when you get to the 3rd spot. If you like count up how many votes they've had from like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Ethereal had 1 more in that spot. It just averages out down the line better for Wanderer. So that's why I put Ethereal higher. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, "There's no way." I was like, "I don't know what to do." And like even ADC right now is still like it's so close on the average votes. Like it's wild. All in the
Okay.
threes.
I bet it's gonna be East. East shitty next. Mid.
Oh my goodness. All right, well we'll show it.
Boom! It's so easy. It's
Those are
so
the last
easy.
How
two.
many
And
accounts did
holy-
you put?
Dude, I'm
He's
listen.
making his words.
I'm the man's. Dude. I'm for the people, right?
Mm.
The people know me. I am the voice for the people.
Yeah, you put
And at
Now We
this
Wait
point-
at number 1 mid?
I would have honestly.
No. Okay.
Wow.
Fair enough.
If I didn't have that much confidence in myself, I would have put him so far into season number 1. Yes.
He passes the eye test.
That motherfucker's a baller.
Fair
Dude
enough.
straight up averaging 20, 20, and 10.
Fair enough. They yeah, I'll give it to you. Actually, you have the lowest vote total, by the way. I don't know if you see that. 1.5.
Oh wait, what is that? What is that?
You were the closest to having the most number 1 votes without any other votes.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe that like I can get autofill jungle and
The Diamond 4 player. Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Give him a round of applause. Hold on, let me go find it.
I'm
Yeah.
autofill. Like
Who gives a fuck? The Diamond player. Woo! Diamond 4 is turret diving like that.
I feel like this whole top line, I agree with, and really just like I feel like 1 and 2, really you could move them around. Except for I feel like
Yeah,
Freya
go to
kind of got
10.
robbed, but I think you put Freya too. I'm pretty happy with it. I think the community
look at,
acted
like-
pretty well.
if you look at like all the lines and like see like if all these 5 players at like 1 and 2 were like actually on a whole team, like
Yeah.
it would just be like crazy actually.
All right.
These
agree.
motherfuckers know impact. These motherfuckers know impact to the game for sure.
I would agree. I think on these that it's pretty based on impact to the game. I think Freya deserves 2 though. If you're going off that,
Freya.
yeah, I think Freya would. I mean, did on mine for a reason, but yeah, that's this top team. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah,
You
that
just-
would be a lot of chefs in the kitchen.
Honestly,
It
team
would
3
be.
team 3 would wipe. I'm not gonna lie to you. Team 3 is nasty.
So what I'm hearing is
oh god,
that we're not gonna actually do an all-star game. We're gonna do a team 1 versus team 3.
Yes. Team 3 would.
I'll
team
ship it.
3
I'll
would
stream
wipe.
it.
We clearing that shit.
I would happily stream that. The question is, Ixie, is there enough resources on the map to go around to all your carries if you have that team?
Hell no.
I would. You know what? I would play supportive. I would bust out the Sejuani. You know what I'm saying? The Maokai. I would.
Okay.
By Molly.
And now I have another question. So, if you took the Mambas and you put it against the top team right here, do we clear
Iconic
them?
clears it.
Oh no,
Iconic clears
definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not. We would win.
You don't think so?
That bot lane is a
Well,
that's
okay,
That bot lane
well,
that bot lane
bot
is
lane-
built different. I will give you that.
Okay,
and
but
the
I
mid's
will
pretty
say
solid.
you can't have tomato against tomato, but we just put Harvey in there instead for intimate because
Okay,
tomato's
yeah, we
my
clear.
teammate.
like we clear, bro. What?
No, you do not.
Yeah.
My current crab? Shit, give me current crab
That's
because
the scrim up, man.
the crab that I had was a little stupid.
If you
Set it
guys set that up for real, let me know and I'll stream it on the EDL stream.
Set it up.
I'm not even trolling. I would happily
it
stream
up.
this.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll do
Okay.
we'll do waffles versus
Yeah.
Do
You
I
do it
have to
season 1, you
fucking-
grabbing Boostus? That'd be a great
wait,
shout.
So wait. Can I
Honestly?
go ADC though, or I have to go?
No,
Go hard.
you have
This
to
is
go
pretty
jungle.
honestly Boostus would have been nutty this season.
Yeah, what do
I
you have
agree.
to say now?
Boostus definitely is
just on
like
your
in the
last,
conversation for
Nah,
1.
I'd still run it honestly.
You guys should do it. I want you
Okay.
guys to set this up and let me know when you do it, and I will find
Well,
out
All
when
right,
this happens on
but
stream.
greatest waffles ADC of all time. Boostus, Arctic, or Stink.
Stink.
It's got to be Boostus. Boostus was
Has-
solid, dude. Boostus was solid, man.
Has
Who
to be
was-
Boostus. He
Boostus
brought the
carried like all
ship.
season, man. Not like solo carried. It was like you too. Like you guys were the show.
I wish we had this like season so then we can be like, oh, does these people who are rated first beat the other people? in a different season, and then we could like make that a thing.
I
Right?
mean,
I had the last
But-
seasons like rated first from like the
yeah, but it wasn't community or it wasn't. Fucking Void put me 15th. Okay.
yeah, that is true. That was
So it's like
that
A little weird, yeah.
never forget that one. Oh, Boost is in the chat too, man. Boost is ready to go, man.
He's
Wait,
lacing up, bro.
Let's go.
let me back
Chef
in.
Boostus. He's cooking. Oh no. All the ADC's doomed for real.
Dude, we'll run the good old Seraphine Misfortune combo again.
I just bring the what's it called,
Very confident in himself.
the season 2 All Stars versus season 3 All Stars.
Yeah.
That would kind of go hard. Season 2 All Stars versus season 3. I don't know if Sniper's alive.
No.
I don't see him on very much.
Wait. Oh wait. Who were the all stars of season 2? I actually forgot.
I don't know. I don't think we didn't have that. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Someone dropped the ball there.
was
Well,
Sniper
it's because
and,
Yeah, it's crazy.
no.
Wait,
This is
Sniper
it's
and
actually
Arctic for AD?
it's crazy how much that it's like your guys' fault though, because nobody wants a bye week before the championship game. Everyone wants to just go semifinals to championship, so there's no time to put in an
Oh.
all-star game.
It's our fault,
Put it in the
is it?
Because if I put an all-star game after, how many people do you think are actually showing up after the finals for an all-star game?
I mean, remember last time Turnips didn't even show? No, actually, Turnips did show up. Who it was? Damn, who was it? That season 1. It was like 3 people who didn't show up.
I remember that. And then they had to get like the third best players to come out.
Yeah.
And then some of those guys didn't even show up too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. The all-star game, like, it's cool in theory, but it doesn't work because people just don't care to show up to it. And like, you have to do it before that finals week, but people don't want that gap. Like, it's one of those like you just can't make it work. is the
Don't
issue.
do it before the playoffs even start.
Okay,
Yeah,
but you'd
yeah.
still have to have a gap week. People hate gap
So
week.
no, just don't do it in the gap week. Just do it in fucking like the middle of the week.
Yeah, like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
But so then you run into the issue of now your all stars have to be free for that day. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
and you don't know
Well,
who
then
your
find a
all stars
day.
are
It's
until
either
they
Wednesday
vote.
or Thursday.
Or they vacant their spot. They can do that.
True, you can get the next, just like the NBA. If someone's injured, you get in the next.
Oh yeah, it was Give Me a Cup twice who didn't, or a hand
Oh,
a hand mine I think who didn't show up, something like that.
They could try to set that up this season.
I feel like it
Well,
wouldn't have been hand mine. It
No,
could have
not
been.
hand mine.
It could have been Cup, but I think Cup's team
No, I
had
think it
forfeited
was-
the season, so that would make sense
No,
that he
it
wouldn't
was-
show up.
It was NBK. NBK didn't
Oh,
show
yeah,
up.
He was on the Leviathans. That's right.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
NBK didn't show up. Yes.
That team, bro.
All right. Well, we could probably go on about things like this forever, but we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I'll give you guys all your final words before I wrap it up with an announcement, actually, as well, that I have for the people who are in the chat. So yeah, any last words? We'll start with you, Frozen.
I mean, you passed the eye test, like, and it's like you know ball. It's like people know what I'm talking about, and at the end of the day, like,
Yeah, you know, ball. These balls in your mouth.
yeah.
Oh my
Joe's gonna be
goodness.
real happy with you later.
Jesus. Nice. That was well executed. Again. Hate y'all. Okay, next, we're just going to Discord order here. Giggle, any final words from you?
He's mad.
No, not for me.
Damn, Giggle.
He's gonna let his play speak for himself.
Yeah, that's right. I like that. All right. Ixie?
Giggle's gonna show me why he's a baller.
He's gonna pass that eye test.
Goodness. Ixie, any final words so we can start wrapping this up? I get this announcement going. We can. Well,
Let's just hear the announcement, man.
what if Rain had something to say, man? How are you going to cut Rain off like that?
Okay, wait, Rain, you got anything to say, man?
So anyway,
See?
turn
Okay.
Yeah.
off the
Okay.
stream.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, motherfucker.
Go show me the top ratings.
What?
Oh my god.
What? What?
Go back to top. I was saving this for you at the end. We pissed Melly off. All right, put Rhino at top and put LGA third and Crab second. There you go.
Oof. Really?
Actually, yeah. Well, LGA only played 1 week.
And they didn't play against Crab. So
Actually, put LGA at the bottom. Fuck it.
Yeah, he played mid that week.
I'm not going through all this effort right now. We're about to end the stream. You said it. It's enough to hear it. All right, so the announcement. We're actually excited to announce that we've kind of got a head schedule because we're trying to get a full season before the preseason starts. And in order for that to work, we have to actually get the sign-up started for Season 4. So it'll be a normal format for Season 4. Normal as in just a best-of-3, round-robin-ish style, playing the teams, go to playoffs type of deal. And it will be Platinum 4 to Emerald 1 is the ranks that we're doing, and we are actually opening up the signups today for that to get that started so we can get those signups filled up.
Players, goodbye.
The gold players are.
The gold players are in plat. Yes, we did a lot of. The admin team did a great job. A huge shout to Giggle, Rain, Shu as well, and Unicorn for all their conversations about the ranks, how they would break down, how we need to do it to get everyone in, and that is what we broke down. So the signups are officially open, so you can go start getting that. But yeah, that's all I have to end the stream. Appreciate everyone.
Yeah, let's sign up.
Yeah, everyone go sign up. It's Season 4, normal season length. It'll be lit.
You'll see me there.
Yeah, 100%. You'll see Rain there.
Emerald 1, baby.
Yep. That's all we have. I appreciate everyone for signing by the stream. Appreciate you guys for helping out in the stream. You all have a good night.
Yeah,
and we'll see you Friday.
Hey, Sigma.
What's up?
I just signed up.
Nice. Let's go. Out of